Hey YouTube, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again with another video. And in this one, um, again, I'm just showing that we dudes are just getting sick and tired of this. Yes, we got this black female sisterhood, all about the black woman. Everything y'all do in today's world is all about the black woman. And y'all support each other so much that you don't even keep each other in check, that y'all think y'all can do anything to a black man, such as harass him, disrespect him, um, and just really not be a good woman to him, uh, call him names and stuff. But now y'all have gotten increasingly violent, right? And you used to get away with it. Those days are over. Those days are really over. And now you're really starting to lose face in the eyesight of everyone, is because the same evil and destructive behavior that you brought into the black family and the black community and towards the black man, the same disdain you had for him, you have passed it down to your little bedwench daughters, and now your daughters are now enacting out to the normal everyday public what you have been doing to black men. And so I've been showing a bunch of videos lately that showcases this. Um, and now you don't have to keep the door be open, but you can just go to the park or something. Oh, put the weight on the door, huh? No, put slide it. Uh, Just push the stuff off of it and then slide the weight on the door. Oh, hold on. And you can put on one of the Chinese things so that you could. Okay, back again. Hey, and just go out to the park area and stuff, not up and down the street. All right, but anyway, so I'm back again. So basically, this is what you have. We have women that have no respect for good men and extremely violent um, towards any men now. And this is what's going on in the black community. And white women do this too, maybe, but this was supposed to y'all were supposed to be above that. Y'all have given up everything to be like the white woman. You've given up your looks, you've given up your health, you've given up your black man to be like the white woman. Now everybody's tired of you. You don't think that's true? Let's take a look and see if you can remember some of these instances from a year ago.
It was the F-train fight caught on video. A man slaps a woman after she allegedly taunted him and hit him with her high heel. Now, he's telling CBS 2's Jessica Schneider he hit the woman in self-defense.
It was the slap heard more than 1 million times on YouTube, and now the guy behind it has something to say.
When I said to her, I'm sorry, because no man is sure hit a woman, but she don't let me no choice.
25-year-old Jorge Pena is the man in the hat seen here on the F train around 5 o'clock Saturday morning. He says he was traveling home to the Bronx after a night working security at a nightclub when this woman began berating him, making fun of his now infamous 8-ball jacket.
She touched my mouth with her shoes and pushed me.
Pena says she cut the back of his ear with her high-heeled shoe.
She hit me a couple of times right here.
Pena says he had no choice but to hit back, adding he would never normally hit a woman.
Believe me, if she don't touch me like that, I'm never gonna put my hands on her.
Pena and his attorneys say they want more information as to why he was held for several days on $1,000 bail, and the woman who allegedly hit him several times was charged and released.
She was the initial aggressor, and Mr. Pena had the unfortunate consequence of having to sit in jail for approximately 4 days before he was released.
Pena now says he's ridiculed in the street. He came to the U.S. from the Dominican Republic in 2011 and just wants to keep working hard for his almost 2-year-old son and his family back home.
I'm a man of work. I'm a man. I have a family. I came here to this country to play baseball. I play with the Oakland A's. Want to be a regular person, working on the street, I work hard for my family.
A regular person who's now infamous on the internet for a subway brawl he regrets. Jessica Schneider, CBS 2 News.
And the district attorney dropped the charges against Pena, but his attorneys are not ruling out a lawsuit against the city.
So there we have it. There we have it. This is why black women tend to get away with stuff. If you look at it, the black woman started everything in the whole video. In the whole video, the black women were just sitting up there and ripping on this dude for his jacket, and he just stood there, didn't say anything to them, and these all were over the age of 21 and older, right? And this is the legacy that their mothers passed down to them. This is the legacy of mothers screwing thugs and breeding this mess. Stilettos. She hit them with stilettos. What are stilettos? The preferred shoe of hookers, strip club people, or ghetto partying people that want to stay out all night. This man is coming from work. All right. Now, in this next one, I want you to pay close attention to the men because everybody is getting tired. He usually don't hit women. His belief was you don't hit a woman. These aren't women now. These are just evil demon seeds. All right. And this proves it. This got to be demonic possession based on it, and it's unchecked by the laws and everything because the black women were charged with a felony and then let go, and the man who got hit, beat down with stilettos, then jumped, taunted, talked about, and was hit before he even struck back after all the mess he went through on that train or on that bus. He ended up in jail for 4 days. They need to sue New York. Men, this is what we need to do. We need to start suing them every time these females do some wicked mess like that so the police will come down hard on them. Somebody got to put them in check. So the white daddy has to do it. All right, pay close attention to the men. Look at the restraint of the rest of the men. Now, these men, it's so tight that these men decide to jump in and part the girls. And you see, they wasn't about to take it either. And so you would have definitely have the man against woman war, to which these girls was sorely about to lose.
You know, I have big hands. I'm afraid to, if I slap or hit anybody, no, I'm not a man of problems. It makes me feel bad. You understand how the girls are gonna look me on the street? Like, yeah, this is the man. This is the man who has slapped the girl.
The 25-year-old who suffered lacerations to his face and head spent 4 nights behind bars. His attackers, who have been identified as 21-year-old Danae Howard and 20-year-old Shanique Campbell, were among those also arrested in the melee. Pena was eventually released and cleared of all charges, something his attorneys are crediting to the now infamous video.
I think if there wasn't a video in this case.
Now, if you notice, even the brothers ain't playing. See that one hit that big brother, and he wasn't having it either. Women, black women, we ain't having this mess from y'all. We ain't getting it from white women. White women have kind of enough sense to not go and hit a brother, but we ain't having this from you all. You know, equal fights, equal rights. Yep, a right hook to your head. This is what you have to look forward to, because this is the evil that you have bred from generation to generation, at least three generations. Now, I keep putting this up because I don't think you women are going and reading the Bible, reading the scriptures, the Old Testament. The Old Testament speaks to what you have become now. It looks like demon possessed um, feminine entities that are running unchecked because of the laws of your lovers, and your lovers in this case, whose gods you have lusted after, would be the United States government and its laws and its religion. You see what I'm saying? And so when it says, and she, Aholiba, lusted after her lovers. The lovers weren't the the men meant to be her husbands, the black men. The lovers were the women, the men of other races, because she saw advantage to them. So the Bible refers to her as a whore for that. The term bed wench in the street dictionary, it means any race of women that lust after a white man for the purpose of advantage over any in her race. All right. The black women like to say they're educated, but all the businesses they start has to do with aesthetics, as one point someone pointed out. It has to do with the hair industry. It has to do with makeup industry. It don't have to do with anything that keeps anything built up, like engineering, carpentry, bricklaying, the hard businesses that are started. Not even restaurants. So, and if you look at all the degrees, none of them are like in engineering, science, or anything like that. You got nursing. All right, but after that, you get CNAs and all the rest of that. All right. So when you say you're the most educated as far as quantity, but not as far as quality. All right. And it says, "Does you long for the wickedness of your youth?" So it's the scriptures that's calling you wicked. From your youth, you've been whores, messing with every thug. Didn't save yourself for any good man. All right. And then you had babies from them thugs, and these thugs, thug lick babies, spawned the women that were on this bus. All right. And let's not count the uppercut bus driver, the woman that got tased. Let's not count what's going on today. All right. Now, here is the warning. It says, "See, I am stirring up your lovers against you, from whom you're being turned in disgust." In King James, it says, "hated, and shall bring them against you from every side." This means the black men, the black men, the white women, the white men, the Hispanic men, everybody you lusted after, even the thugs. You know, the thugs need love. Even the thugs are going to be tired of you, and you're going to be hated on every side. So everybody is going to dislike you, even the thugs. To prove it, check out what the thug did.
Beat her ass. Oh, come over here, boy. Beat her ass. Oh.
Now, that woman probably thought she was going to make it because she looked at him. He's thin and she's bigger than him. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Now, you hear the guy in the background? He was like, "Beat her A, beat her A." All the men are getting tired. All right. And so it says you're going to be hated on every side as a black woman. all of the men are getting tired and they are telling everybody to beat her A. And this dude beat her down. She thought because she was bigger that she had man strength. Oh, don't get it twisted. When a man gets angry, he can beat the snot out of any woman. when men when women get over, that's because either the man is adolescent, meaning preteen or teen, but he hasn't become a man yet. But once we become a man, oh, our fighting skills and our strength, if we decide to beat the snot out of you, no holds barred, we will beat the snot out of you. You understand? And so y'all are going to be so hated by good black men that all this behavior here is leading to this. Yeah, a lot of you black women are getting pissed off. Y'all getting upset. But that's where this leads, because at the end of the day, a black man wants peace, and he wants it from whomever he can get it from. Now, there are scriptures in the Bible that concerns dating outside the race. A black woman that is of the house of Israel should never have a husband that is the worshiper of another god, i.e. Christian or whatever and stuff like that. But since you hoard your way to the other man's gods and stuff like that, the Almighty turned you over to a reprobate, believing that mess is real. And so you're following Christianity instead of the scriptures. And the scriptures, if you ever read them, and the commandments are totally against Christianity. All right. Now, with men is different. We're not supposed to choose a wife who's bringing other gods into our camp. But if the woman is willing to come in and follow our lead, then we can take her. And there are specific rules, like one shaving head of the head and everything. There are specific rules when we take women of other communities. Black woman, scripturally, you're not supposed to do it. You do it because you've been doing it. You've been doing it since Ezekiel. You've been going after, as soon as somebody come in, you chase after their gods and stuff just to get an advantage. Is because you're all about a comfortable life and being able to make people do what you want them to do. But what's starting to happen now is, as black women, you are starting to be hated on all sides by the thugs. You threw away the good black men, so we have no reason to come to your aid at all. That's why we're going to Brazil or to the other women. So for the black dudes like me that prefer black women, we can go to Brazil and get one. We can go to Africa and get one. The Africans are coming to us. All right? But who we don't have to have anymore is you. For those of us willing to learn other languages just a little bit so that we can bridge that communication gap, learning to communicate with them is better than living with the evil that you have brought in the house. All right. Um, some women want answers, right? Y'all already had the answers. But when people are telling you what you need to do, you don't want to do it. So let the prophets tell you. You need to repent. And that's my final thought. My final thought is, this is the warning to all black American women. We, black men, white men, the media and everything, we're tired of you. We're tired of all of you. Why? Because, yeah, we like to say that not all, but not enough has turned up and told the women that were just really bad that this is a mess. To all you so-called good black women, y'all aren't really good as far as the Bible is concerned, because y'all still went whoring after the white man's religion and his ways, and the white man himself. To all you natural hotep women, you're not gods. There's only one Almighty. So you need to repent. To all you hotep brothers and all you brothers on the women's tampon, y'all need to check yourself, because there is only one Almighty. There is only one. The woman is not God. And so you telling her this mess to get inside her pants, and you creating this evil demon that you've seen a few slides back. All right. And even the laws which said that those women should have been put in jail longer than that man was, who was assaulted with a shoe and actually harmed and hit first. Even they're going to start to have to rethink things, because they're about to be sued. Well, that was last year, and I hope the sue worked. So women, y'all need to repent. You need to start training your daughters to listen, because if you don't repent, they are going to start being beaten up in the streets and at random, is because not only are people that are getting accosted losing it with you black women, people are going to just generally lose it with you black women. Right now, you are seen as the worst creatures on the face of the planet as far as human beings, the black American women. Because having everything, there is no reason for you to act the way you act. We're not in a war zone like the women over in Africa. You have in abundance, and you have, but you forsaking your men and you forsaking your children, and now your children have grown up like hellish demons. Remember, it says, children are our oppressors, and women rule over them. They cause thee to err and destroy the ways of your path. Isaiah 3:12. Read it and check yourself. Because y'all ain't just wrecking yourself, y'all wrecking everything. With that said, I'm out.